Yeah, it's a delay.
I like to know how young is too young and how old is too old. I get hit on by a lot of guys who are a lot younger than me. And it used to not bother me because, I was newly out of a long term relationship. And, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was kind of like cute. But the longer that I have been on the dating market, the more often I am approached by men who are much younger than me, who are not looking for a temporary or one night situation. Now, this is not necessarily my comfort zone because, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a limit to how low I will go. But I want y'all to help me with this one. Every now and then, I like to pose a question to you guys. What do you think is too young for an older woman? 5 years, 10, 15, 20? I'm not at that stage where I'm looking for a husband to have children with and stuff like that. So this is purely about, what I'm saying, companionship and enjoying each other's company. So can you share with me what you think in the comments? How low is too low for me to go? Dilemma.
Well, she didn't specify how old she was. That would have helped.
I'm gonna assume that she's in her 40s.
That really
I'm
would
gonna
have
go high
helped.
30s.
Huh?
I'm gonna go high 30s. I don't
I
like
might go
30.
high
A
30s.
20-year-old would be like a teenager.
Yeah.
20-year
Okay.
gap would
Yeah, be
be
18, 19. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so like 44, 40. All right.
yeah. Um, what's your first thoughts?
You know, kind of feel the same way she's feeling with the Tamar Braxton thing. Like, what are you really doing? Like, what are you like? You're playing a young woman's game. You kind of
Honestly,
haven't really grown up. You know,
I don't think that.
she doesn't look like she's a woman of men. Like a lot of mean. Like she doesn't look like she's has like a whole bunch of money. Like she's like super successful. She's still riding on her looks.
I mean, I'm gonna go a little 5 piece. I'm gonna just set the little 5 pieces. All right.
What, 5-year gap?
Yeah. I think that's good. That's 5 years is young enough for him
Yeah,
to be a be a guy that can
established.
yeah, be established in the same space, but maybe still have that little energy to go out and
Yeah,
you know what I mean, be a little energetic and
right.
things of that nature. Because okay, let's just give her the age 40, right? Just to help out. Maybe I almost want to say I'm with GB with like high 30s, but let's just go 40 for namesake. You 40 as a woman, you got a guy that's 35. Yeah, mind you, even a male at 35 is slowing to a degree, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good little space because now 40 into 30, he may be a little too active doing things that right because remember, what they say, men mature slower,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So his age could be 30, but he could still be living YN status.
Go.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Doing YN things. Now that's where a 40-year-old woman is not gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bringing mad niggas to the crib, but taking the whip and you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Right. So
You'd be surprised.
I would say that I'm gonna go a little five. A little five is good for a woman to
5 years
to a
younger
man.
is good.
I mean, I think that's the gap.
Um,
She named 5, 10, 15 to 20.
yeah,
I'm gonna go a low five.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go 5.
I think either way,
Mm.
women, older women, younger men, they're not getting married anyway.
Mm.
Majority of the time,
Yeah.
they're not getting married.
Mhm.
That's playtime.
Yeah.
You think
Sometimes
you
it's
think you
playtime for
think
her.
you think
It's always playtime
35?
for him.
You think a man 35 and a woman 40 is just playtime?
No, 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 not that. I'm talking about like when there's a real gap.
Okay,
No,
When it,
that's why we're saying 5 because I think like 5 is a reasonable
that's still serious. It could be
age
serious still.
is a reasonable gap where a man could look at having a future with
yeah,
this
yeah.
woman.
I don't even look at that as like a real gap like that. 5
Okay,
years,
5. Yeah, yeah.
especially people in their 40s or
Mhm.
30, late 30s, 40s.
Yeah,
5 years is not that big of a deal,
yeah.
right? But like when we talking about 10, 15, even 20 years, you'll have older men, younger women, they'll get married. A lot of times it doesn't happen for women the other way around.
Yeah,
right?
I'm with you on that.
And I think it comes to the part like we were talking about Tamar Braxton, is that when women get to that age, they've usually gone through some things dating wise, relationship wise, and it's like, I'm living my best life. That's where that term, I feel like that came from 40-plus-year-old women. I'm living my best life, right? Yeah. It's like, all right, I'm done with all the committed shit. I had bad relationships, so I'm just having sex. And I'm being carefree, right? And
second childhood.
And there was another clip that we had that we were when we were looking at clips, and it's saying like, all right, older women, they have shit going on, they have careers, they may have kids, so they don't have time like that. They don't want too much of your time, but they don't have much time, so you don't got to be readily available to them. And there's a difference where certain characteristics will be beneficial for the men in certain situations. The younger dude, because he could just come, hit, leave. She just want to. Also, it said that she's older, so she's not used to getting as many compliments as when she was younger. So now it's like, all right, she feels vibrant because a younger dude is attracted to her. Whatever, right? Whereas on the other side, a younger woman and an older man, it's like, all right, yeah, you're not available like that because you're busy making money and you're providing certain things for me, right? So I'm okay with that. But I could be your wife and I could still deal with that. All right, so I could have your kid. You don't have kids, but you want to have a family with me. I'm fertile enough to do that, and you can finance whatever we need for the kid. Where certain things that work for men and that are older with younger women, they don't really they work more for like a sexual relationship for older women and younger men. You know what I mean? From the beginning,
like younger women be having midlife crises too. Like,
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like,
instead of buying a car, they want to have more sex. Yeah, that's all it is.
Well, yeah, they look at their life and they look at, I put myself last,
exactly,
for a large gap in my life, and I want to put myself first for a little while. And it's like,
why does that mean fucking like a lot? Like, what?
That's really all they can do. Like that's really all they have is their pussy. Like what are you really going?
Yo, you're an idiot.
What do you go?
Yeah, Tyrone got to take that
out. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, what else is gonna happen? Like, you know what I mean? Dude's gonna go out and go spend a whole bunch of money on a Corvette, get some new hair, get some new teeth, go out there and start flossing. You know what I mean? Shorty is gonna go blaze a couple niggas and take some prep. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, in the midlife crisis, yo. We only talk about the men's midlife crisis, but women definitely be.
We never talked about it. See, that's never talked about.
Yeah,
that's never talked about.
Yeah.
Like they don't even when they talk about a midlife crisis, it's only pertaining to men.
Yeah, and it's like we understand it. Like now that I'm in the middle of my life, I get it. Yeah. Like the big swath of my life was spent taking care of other people, and you know what I mean. Like it's gonna be shine time again soon.
Shine time,
and that's really all it means. That it's shine time.
Yeah.
Shorty about to polish off that kitty. Take the Hellcat act.
The
Hellcat. Oh man,
yeah, man. So
overall, right?
Yeah.
Age gap dating. I think I'm honestly, I wouldn't want to be in either situation, but it seems like it leads to more of a longer term situation when it comes to an older man and a younger woman, right? It could lead to marriage or a long